Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Krebs Battlefield 3 gameplay video. Of course, following the same format as I was in my last video, I'm going to be doing an overlay audio. So what you're seeing right now is a recording of me playing the game, but doing the audio after the game was accomplished. So you guys have been telling me, obviously, like, you know, record your games and blah blah blah. Obviously I'm not going to record my games all the times because, you know, it does actually give a slight little tiny hiccup in terms of frame rates. You know, you can't really see it right now, and to be honest, I don't really feel it that much, but you can tell that there's a slight difference. So I like to actually play without recording. So this is actually my first time on Battlefield today, and this is what happened, and so this is the first recording of me playing Battlefield today. So there you guys go. This is me playing Battlefield, right? And so what's today's topic going to be? Well, today's topic is going to be about vehicles. I think that's kind of appropriate considering that well, I mean, come on, we're looking at vehicles, right? So it looks like today's topic is going to be vehicles in that case, right? So my question to all of you, before we get this started, my question to all of you is, what is your favorite feat of mobility? What is your favorite way to get around the map? Do you like to actually run around? Do you like to use a vehicle such as a tank? Do you like to use a Jeep or a Humvee? Do you perhaps like to fly high in the sky? You tell me, leave a comment in the description below, or you could always send me your video response. Nobody's ever going to do that, but you could always send me a comment in the description below. So much less effort. Oh, so much, I know. Okay, so today, let's talk about this vehicle. I'm showing you guys how I like to play the vehicle. And now I don't actually know what the hell this tank is. I think it's like an Abraham or something like that. But to be honest, I think I'm playing as Russian, so I'm pretty sure the Russians wouldn't call their tanks after, you know, something American such as Abraham. You think maybe the Abraham would be named after, like, I don't know, Lincoln or something. Abraham Lincoln, you know. I'm probably saying absolute rubbish now because I don't actually know where the term comes from, but I'm sure I could find it out for you guys next time around. Right, so this is going to show you guys how to play the tank. Obviously, I'm not a pro or anything like this, but I did survive for a very long time in this tank, and this is actually quite common with me. Basically, when you're playing a vehicle, how are you going to play it? Are you going to play it like a soldier? Are you going to play it like you're just going crazy and mad because you've actually got a tank for once? Oh my god, I've got a tank and I can go around doing anything I want because I've got a tank. That is not the way to think about it. A tank is just as vulnerable as someone else. So imagine, if you will, bullets cannot harm a tank, but say, if you want to make it like analogous, say that you you consider your a tank like a man. And how does a man die from bullets? Now consider other tanks like guns, okay? You can still die in like 4 shots from another tank. So yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful on that respect. You know, what are your enemies as a tank? It's gonna be other tanks, it's gonna be landmines, it's gonna be rocket launchers, it's gonna be planes. Oh my god, so much other stuff. It could be even engineers with these repair tools. They could even damage you. Oh my god, there's so much stuff that wants you dead. There's really so much stuff that wants you dead. Now, but the tank is like well, you could call it like a glass cannon, right? So in my Company of Heroes cast, I always talk about the glass cannons with the Panzer Elite. But I mean, this is actually sort of making sense as well. You know, glass cannons with a tank, you know, they are actually quite easy to destroy if you have the capability of doing so. But they are very powerful. They are sort of like the spearheads. Now, what I like to do with my tank here, as you guys can see, is that I like to be a bit smart. I don't want to rush in, like exactly rush in into the middle of a battlefield. You'll notice with a lot of other noobish tank people is that they'll actually go head on first, right as far as they can up forward, and they won't even get any cover. They'll be sitting, basically a big sitting hunk of metal, a duck, right in the middle of the battlefield. You know, they won't have any cover. They'll be right at the front line, and they'll just get absolutely owned straight away. So you gotta expect it. Now, I actually like to play the tank as sort of like a soldier, you know, diving from cover to cover, using the hill to my advantage. Have you guys ever played that game called World of Tanks? I used to do casts about it, but, you know, if you guys ever played it, I've gotten a lot of experience from playing that game and now how to use a tank. Okay, cover is so damn essential. You can get cover with a tank. Like, look at what I'm doing here. I'm sort of behind that truck, this lorry, depending where you come from in the world. This truck or lorry, whatever you want to call it. And also I'm behind buildings. I'm taking cover. I'm being smart here, okay? I'm being smart. I've got an intellectual smart brain. Okay, I'm not trying to brag. Ho 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 ho. But really, you gotta be careful here. See, glass cannon, everything is trying to kill you. Guys are trying to kill you, tanks are trying to kill you. You saw that guy trying to run up against my tank. I mean, see, maybe he was going to drop a C4 on me. You really don't know. Maybe he was an engineer who's going to do the opposite of repair my tank and instead damage it. Who knows, you know? Never know. So, you got to always be careful. Now, what kind of class are you going to use as a tank? Well, obviously, I'm sure you guys know this, but the best class for a tank is engineer. Without a doubt, hands down, nobody argue it. Come on, nobody argue it. And honestly, there's no point in playing recon or assault or even support class in a tank. It's engineer. Engineer is so damn great in being in a tank because he can repair it. He's got all those capabilities. He's got landmines. He's got everything that a tank needs to be successful. So engineer is definitely the way to go. And I am actually playing as the engineer, if you guys have not noticed, by my repairing tool. Now, obviously, you guys can see me being a bit smart here, trying to duck in between cover and shooting actually between the bars. The actual railings on the top of that building, which has crumbled now. Now, the Battlefield is so damn cool, don't you guys think? I mean, what other first-person shooter game is it really this explosive? You know, Company of Heroes, real-time strategy game, has quite a bit of destruction, so I can understand that. But you almost never get games with any destruction in it. You know, people say it's going to take a lot of processing power, but fair enough, look at this game. Then again, this game is a bit different on that respect because the destruction is sort of predefined. Have you guys noticed that? I mean, everything sort of blows up and it all looks the same. It's not like it's dynamic. Everything falls apart in just its own way. Obviously, you guys can see on the screen in front of you that I'm being a bit stupid here. Come on, give me a break. I know there's a mine right in front of the tank. I'm sure you guys can see and you're screaming right now. But Krebs, there's a mine right in front of the tank. Stop it. No, I can't because obviously I'm playing this game and I am so focused on looking at the tanks and everything up on top of that hill that I don't even notice that there's mines right in front of me. But obviously, you can see that I just shot the ground because I think I finally realized that there was mines on the ground. You know, I've blown up so many times from mines, especially in Jeeps, for example, just going as fast as I can, and then boom, all of a sudden I'm dead, and I keep on spinning out of control with momentum, and oh my god, in a fiery ball of death. So, you know, gotta be a bit careful in that respect. Now, this really annoyed me. Okay, if you're gonna play a tank as a tank, never ever steal someone else's tank. This really pissed me off in the game. This guy basically, I got out of my tank to repair it, and this guy just went in it to steal it. Okay, now I know what's a good idea is actually to have someone on top of the you know, gunner seat and someone else repair. But to be honest, guys, this really pissed me off because I was in this tank for about 5-6 minutes or something like that, and so I just go over here and steal somebody else's tank. Oh, I know, I'm so sorry, but it really annoyed me just because I've been in that tank for 6 minutes repairing it. You know, if you want to be in that tank, okay, then go on the gunner seat on top of it. Please do not use the turret because it is my tank. Do not do that to somebody because it really is frustrating and it really irked me off. I felt like punching the guy in the face if I could, but obviously I don't know him and I don't know where he lives and I can't do that. And obviously it's gonna be stay anonymous because, you know, I'm not gonna find him, right? So there you guys go. Please do not steal other people's tanks. It is very annoying. You know, we put a lot of effort into keeping these tanks alive and being frontal and being the absolute maniacs that we are. So please do not get him destroyed. Now, this guy that stole my tank, you guys will see it, but he was such a... Oh, I'm gonna call him a newbie because he just got my tank destroyed like relatively quickly. I mean, it's not destroyed right now, but you'll notice on the map that it disappears quickly, and he just got destroyed. And that is so frustrating because that is the tank. It's vital. I mean, I am playing Rush right now. To be honest, I don't play Rush. I only play Conquest, but I recently started playing Rush just from yesterday. And you know what, I think it's actually a pretty cool game mode. I think, you know, defending and attacking and, oh, wow, it's really cool. So tanks are so damn vital, so please, guys, do not waste a tank. Be smart with a tank. Okay, you'll see here, I go in for a shot, I go in back behind cover, and I use my boost. I use my boost so I can go a bit faster. Okay, try to be quick and stealth-like and swift like a tank would be. Is ever a tank swift? I have no idea. Probably not. And as you guys can see, that tank up there was already destroyed. How frustrating, eh? I mean, he stole my tank. He wouldn't let me get it back in the gunner seat, and then he just gets it destroyed. That is the epitome of the worst teammate you could have. That is definitely an epitome of just one of the worst teammates ever. So please, please, as I keep on stressing, let the guy in command of the tank command the tank. Okay, so you can see here I'm getting hit quite a few times, and oh my god, the replay is actually close to being at an end already? Already! God, I'm telling you guys, this talking for 10 minutes really is not that much of a struggle. And here I'm actually having trouble finding my finding my repair tool so much that I actually rocket launcher my own tank. Oh god, I'm dead! No! Oh no! And it looks like that could be the end of the replay. And what did I get? What did I get? 10 for 1! That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I've seen a little bit better and I've done better before, but 10 for 1 is okay. But I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Answer the question, what is your favorite way of getting around the map? Until next time, see you all later.